The suppression.
Absolutely humbling. Yeah, I've been around a little bit. Thank you. Oh, man. They say home is where the heart is. Well, then where do I belong? Head first, I fall into a valley full of colorful souls. See, some days it's the same place where Dante journeyed. I walk and wonder, what circle of hell are we in? Other days, it's the heavens Icarus tried to reach with his wings. Either way, I'm falling face first. I waste words to make her realize I'm here. My firefly, I'm here. But a moth is always attracted to light. I'm reeling, I'm lost in your light. Feeling these feelings that fly through the night. Heal me, I'm needy, I pretend that I'm not. The only constant is the music spilling out my headphones. It rattles around my inner tubing. Do I exist in this valley or am I an illusion? This ain't blood spilling out my veins. It's musical notes. It crescendos. Bass delivering head blows. I taste the iron in my mouth and I let go. As I walk amongst the phantoms, I walk and I realize that a moth is an underrated butterfly. But I'm so proud of my ugly beauty. But I'm still searching for my place in the valley. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a notorious water drinker, so bear with me. In between poems, I will be staying hydrated. And you know, there's water there too. Feel free to get hydrated. Leave the Red Bull, grab the water is my advice, to be honest with you. All right, so this is a newer poem. I've only performed it twice because of pandemic, you know, and it was digital both times. So this is my first time doing it live. Can I share that with you? Is it cool? Yeah, I'm a little rusty, so we'll see if we go through it, but we're gonna go through it. My prison cell is made of gravel and asphalt, of pavement and concrete. On these streets of broken dreams, I breathe and I breathe and I breathe and I breathe, fully taking in what I see. From gray sky above to gray stone beneath my feet, I need release. See, my value doesn't lie in Ottawa Public Housing, in this house that's overcrowded, 9 bodies, 3 bedrooms. I love my kin, though. For what is stronger than ties? Thicker than the debt I drown in, I watch as my bad credit takes form of a beast that's 3-headed. Deeply embedded in my bitterness and resentment, I speak this poetry and message to these city officials who will never fully get it. They applaud the poetry, they clap, clap. 5 years ago, my cousin was shot dead, murdered, clap, clap. I wonder what these city officials truly know about that. I sell them this experience, a safe window seat to glimpse into the inner city. They go home feeling woke, I go home with horrible pay, feeling broke, spiritually broke, emotionally broke, financially broke. And yet, I still find hope. So this is to the youth I mentored who found hope behind a pen, who wrote to make sense of these neighborhoods that were never meant for them. Never forget that you are gold of the highest carat and caliber. I said it, I'm proud of you, of your merit. You are valuable, and never forget that you are beautifully brown. Just as I should never forget that I am beautifully brown. Just as we should never forget that we are beautifully brown. Just as I should never forget that I am nothing more than the product of immigrants who were given a chance to pack their things as they were ousted. That I am the Iraqi desert sand mass graves where my Uncle Abbas lays. And my ex, those are new man's tax bracket status in my face, as if I didn't break my back for her every single way. My ex, those are new man's tax bracket status in my face, as if I didn't break my back for her every single day. So today, I hold myself some space to create. Just a broke Arab kid. But dodge a bill collector since I was yay high. Mama got it. Khaleefa, if the number's unknown, then do not pick up the phone. These survival tactics engraved in my bones. Survival engraved in my soul. Survival smells like henna, and I carry that with me no matter where I go. My baba didn't come here for this. Sold lies of a better place to live. Survival looks like working 16 hours to provide for your kids. So I wonder, what killed my baba first? Was it the cancer? Or the day this country broke his spirit, I ask, tears jogging down my face, I ask, how much more can I endure? I ask, but I found hope behind these pen strokes. As I ink out poem after poem after poem after poem, I realize forget a tax bracket status. My impact isn't on numbers on a page. My impact lies in words that I write on a page. So forget your tax bracket status. Your numbers can never reduce me. Thank you. As human beings, I feel like we get too used to routine. Routine is safe, you know? And I got into the routine, especially with pandemic, of like, go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. And that was it. And then I went through a bad breakup, and that kind of helped shake some creativity out of me. And this was like the first poem I wrote. And it just came out angry, you know? But anger is not always a bad thing. Anger can be good. Anger can bring change. Anger can be justifiable. You can do amazing things with anger. It's just another emotion. As long as you know how to sustain yourself and control yourself and bring yourself out of that. So, yeah. I think I got like 2 more poems. Because I am good for time. Am I good for time? Am I wandering too far? I'm wandering too far. That's why. We're good. I'm a walker. All right. All of these Ottawa Anglo-Saxon streets are sweet, but I know there will never be one named after someone like me. Skin too brown, name too ethnic or exotic. I know there will never be one named after someone like me. I don't speak the king's English. No, my native tongue was snuffed by the queen's speech. My ex-girlfriend's friend likes to pretend she knows what it's like to be me. Surprised by my brown skin and bushy beard, but lack of accent, she says, I know he was Canadian the moment he started to speak. As if my mother's tongue fumbling awkwardly for words that will never come makes her less. As if my father's thick Middle Eastern accent made him less of a Canadian citizen. When they bled, literally passing tests to become citizens of this country, can you tell me what year Newfoundland joined Canada? Becky, doesn't that technically make them more Canadian than you? How privileged it must be to be born in a security while immigrants fight tooth and nail to call this home. How privileged it must be to sing our national anthem freely without acknowledging that our country was built on a pile of broken bones and lost souls. See, all of these Ottawa Anglo-Saxon streets are sweet, but I know there will never be one named after someone like me. Born in a security while my parents fought tooth and nail to call this home. Beaten in Turkey, jailed in Syria, my mother tells me of her cell ceiling and of the urine that leaked. And how she held my older brother as a baby and begged and pleaded to Allah. But Becky seems to think that language is what makes us Canadian. My lack of accent worn as a congressional medal on her chest that reads assimilation literally tells my ex-girlfriend she loves to see the integration of brown bodies, ignoring the hell my parents were facing. But see me, Becky, I'm not an immigrant. I'm a second generation. But I guess to someone like you, that makes me immigrant adjacent. So you can eat our falafel, our shawarma, our hummus, our tabbouleh, and yes, that's tabbouleh, not tabbouleh. Smoke our shisha, leave behind the ashes of my father's psychology masters. Welcome to Canada. Now drive these damn taxis. See me, Becky, I don't ignore the privilege you and I both seem to hold. To you, bombs over Baghdad was nothing more than an Outcast single you simply skipped because Hey Ya was far more catchy. So Becky, you can catch me on these Ottawa Anglo-Saxon streets, speaking fluently in the Queen's speech, leading the youth with the poetry I teach, and you can keep the topic of my brown body, my heritage, my bushy beard, my brown skin, and our citizenship out of your filthy mouth. Thank you. I chose the right way to or the right day to wear shorts. I am not freezing at all. But you know what? We look good. We look good. I mean, I like to think so, but I'm biased. All right. I got 2 more poems. So let's kick it with this one. In darkest skies, when stars burn bright. So here I am, just another foolish human, trying my best to illumine 8 on the clock. I look up at the stars, and I wonder, do they also look down on us? Or do they only look down on us? Do they see hues of fiery red when lovers blush, or are we even worth their fuss? See, in darkest times when people should burn bright. So here I am, just another foolish human trying to live up to these words I write. So here I am, just another foolish human trying to light up many lives. And as such, lately, I've been bathing in a kerosene concoction, contemplating combustion. One lit match is all it would take. One lit wick is all it would take. One little spark is all it would take for me to burn brighter than I ever can. Because see, all I am now is fat and muscle. All I am now is mucus and flesh. All I am now is dreams and marrow. The rest of me is origami, paper mache I've erected around myself. I want to burn it all down myself so I can burn so bright I would attract all the moths for miles. That's what's up. I want to burn so bright that the sun would look down on me in envy. That's what's up. I want to burn so bright that I finally live up to my stage name, Apollo. That's what's up. Because as it stands now, I'm just a false idol, a self-proclaimed deity. Effigies will not be burned in honor of my name, nah. But maybe that's how the stars feel. Hanging with their heads heavy with shame and guilt in space, watching us, watching them, but never fully taking notice because they know that they are insignificant, because they know that we are insignificant, because they know that like us, they too one day become extinct. There's no life without death, no story without an end. My lungs take in breath as I realize I am simply what I give. See, the point of this poem is that we are as unpredictable as flame is. We're as free-flowing as jazz is. We're as untamable as my hair is. And baby, by the time we see shooting stars, they've already died, true fact. Like our hopes and wishes, unless we back it with goals and actions, true fact. See, flame can destroy or keep us warm, true fact. When it comes to the lives of others, what kind of impact do you want to have? See me? I'm just a fool who tried to reach the stars with the back of a kite, with no wind and no string, but knowing that one day I too will reach the heavens in spite of dark skies. So remind myself to stay kind in brightest day and blackest night, because darkness in my life is no excuse to let it infect the lives of others. I will shine bright. I will radiate, because I learned firsthand that the stars are overrated anyways. Thank you. So the last one I want to end on is also a newer poem. I don't know if you guys are familiar with the photographer here in Ottawa, David Pistol. David Pistol's a close friend of mine. And he had this installation at the Shenkman Art Center centered around freedom. And it was a multi-art installation. So he made hoodies, T-shirts, based off the photograph that he had. It was a multi-panel photograph that they put together as well. And he commissioned me to do this poem about freedom. And I'd like to share with you guys, close off my set, because I feel like it's appropriate. Moon does not know how to not be free. Shedding and regrowing its layers at will, I feel the nightly breeze breathe, unique and free. Some days it's hard to exhale. Get your boot off my throat, it's hard to exhale. Some days I see butterflies and I fill with envy, but I know that I too will fly free one day. One day, I'll unlock my lungs and scream and scream and scream and scream. On that day, the sky will finally notice me. The sun will see me as its kin. The moon will smile in my face and say, brother, you were always one of us. For what is a body if not celestial? And what is race if not man-made? Like hate is man-made, like cage is man-made, and my human body is celestial, deserving a space. And these days, all signs point to Polaris. I look to North Star as I allow it to guide me on the path, learning to be kind to myself, redefine myself, redesign myself, still learning on how to be kinder to myself. And I've learned that freedom looks a lot like me, the smallest seedling in the heart of the cosmos. And I've learned that freedom looks a lot like you, the sharpest arrows in eternity's crossbow. So lead the way, let freedom sing. Let our backbone be the axis that love revolves upon. And there will be revolutions if we are ever stomped upon. And I've learned that these words are freedom. This speech is freedom. And I will speak. Yes, I will speak. And we will be free. Yes, we will be free. As sure as I spill ink on page and let these words leak. But I've learned that I no longer know how to not be free. Shedding and regrowing my own layers at will, I breathe the nightly breeze deep, unique, and free. I will exhale and exhale and exhale and exhale. I will unlock my lungs and finally exhale. And on this night, I'll finally learn what it means to be free. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you all for being here. It's an amazing space, amazing energy, amazing project, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. Have a great night.
All right, let's make some noise one more time for Apollo the Child.